everybody, it's Katie, and today I'm going to be talking to you about an audiobook that I heard this month, and that is The Upside of Unrequited by Becky Albertalli. This is my first book that I have read in any manner by Becky Albertalli. I know that she had written the very popular and very well-reviewed book Simons and the Homo Sapien Agenda, and it is a book that I do plan on reading. It's not right away. On my TBR list, it's kind of down towards the bottom. Simply because of my experience with The Upside of Unrequited. The book had a lot of promise to it, and I did like where a lot of things went with this book, but overall I was just kind of disappointed. This is one of the first books that I've really done an audiobook for. I listened to Bloodline, a Star Wars novel, as an audiobook off of a video on YouTube, but I have recently joined Audible, and just because I want to try to be able to keep exposing myself to books even if I'm not able to sit down and read them. So this new Audible subscription, it's one book a month, so it's not like I'm going to be doing mostly audiobooks from now on. I decided to take a book that has been getting a lot of promo as of late from an author that has always been well reviewed, and listen to that. The book had a lot of different diversity in it, which is good. A lot of diversity that you don't really see, in the fact that the main character is overweight. She is a twin in a family in which the parents are two women. There is a lot of cross-cultural relationships going on, and just different diversities all around, different body types, different sexual orientations, just different everything, and I really enjoyed that aspect of the book. You can tell from the title that she is chronically single, and that it may possibly stay that way. And I was expecting that, but it was just so... nothing happened. Nothing happened. It's almost a push to get through. I was just glad that it was testing week at school, and I could plug in my headphones and just listen to the book and watch everyone take their test. And that's kind of how I got through it, because I don't know if I would have willingly turned it on every morning in my car. Here is the description of the book as it is on Goodreads. 17-year-old Molly Peskin-Suso was all about unrequited love. No matter how many times her twin sister Cassie tells her to woman up, Molly can't stomach the idea of rejection. So she's careful. Fat girls always have to be careful. Then a cute new girl enters Cassie's orbit, and for the first time, Molly's cynical twin of love sickness. Meanwhile, Molly's totally not dying of loneliness, except for the part where she is. Luckily, Cassie's new girlfriend comes up with a cute hipster boy sidekick. If Molly can win him over, she'll get her first kiss and get her twin back. There's only one problem. Molly's co-worker, Reed, he's a chubby Tolkien superman with a season pass to Ren Fair, and there's absolutely no way Molly can fall for him, right? I get the irony of the title. The irony of the title is there is a upside to having unrequited love, to just being in love with Lin-Manuel Miranda and Tom Hiddleston and Benedict Cumberbatch and all of these famous people, and obviously it's not going to be paid back. And the upside to that is, yes, you don't get rejected. But this went from not even trying because she doesn't want to be rejected to a love triangle. And I don't know, that just it irks me a little bit. So that's it for the non-spoilerly parts. I was bored a lot through this book, and I shouldn't have been bored through this book. I shouldn't have been able to so easily have tuned it out when I was walking around my classroom. I shouldn't have so easily been able to ignore the words that I was saying. I shouldn't have had to have been in a situation where I missed a complete chapter of the book because I wasn't listening, because I wasn't paying attention, because I was bored. It almost felt like there was no plot. She went to work, she came home from work, she hung out with her sister got laid, she wanted to get laid, so they all came up with a plan, but she's still crushing on this guy and the other guy, and then really the only plot twist that happened was that the hipster guy was in love with Cassie's new girlfriend, and that was probably the only twist. That was it. And so then she turns around and starts going after Reed because, well, this guy's taken. He's not going to be interested. What? In the grand scheme of things, I'm kind of glad that I had this as an audiobook and I used a free token on it. And no skin off my bones, and I don't have it taking up shelf space, and instead it was just kind of a meh book. And if you're interested in what this book is talking about, then please go ahead and read it. It just wasn't for me, but it wasn't horrible either. I didn't spend my time disgusted at the book, and what I did really enjoy about the book, I legitimately enjoyed about the book. That's where I'm going to leave my thoughts about this book today. It wasn't exactly totally fluent or coherent, but, you know. Let me know in the comment section down below if you agree with my statements, if you've read or heard this audiobook. Do you think it would have been better if I had read the book instead of just listened to it? Were there things that I was missing, pictures that weren't described? Let me know all of that in the comment section down below. Follow me on all of my different social media. I'm on Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and Goodreads. I also have an email and a website that you can contact me on there if you so choose. All of that information will be in the description box down below. With all of that being said, I will insert a creative outro here and talk to you later. Bye. Lipstick.